All right, what is going on, guys? SteelTwins back at you with another video.
You sound so fucking tired.
I am tired.
Am I keeping that?
Your ass woke me up.
Am I keeping that?
I don't give a shit.
I feel like I should really keep that. Fuck it, I'm keeping it. This is Week 6 predictions, man. I want to welcome a special guest to the channel, a fellow Steelers content creator, as well as a Madden streamer and card collector. Just Blaze 412. What's up, bro?
Wow, that was an incredible intro. Seriously.
Yeah,
especially the card collector, because that's something that a lot of people don't know about me. But yeah, I am so happy to be here. Thank you for bringing me on.
No problem. Anytime. Glad to have you on for the Week 6 picks. There is no Thursday Night Football because the Titans fucked up once again. Thus, the Chiefs and the Bills, which was originally supposed to be Thursday night, got kicked back to Monday, so there's no Thursday night. But Sunday games, the first one is Houston at Tennessee. What shall be your prediction?
I'm definitely going to be going with Tennessee here. I mean, Houston just has not been playing good football this year so far. And unfortunately, Tennessee Titans are on a roll. So there's that.
Yeah, they are just undefeated right now. They absolutely, I'd say, decimated the Bills. Derrick Henry alone.
Unfortunately, I was pulling for the Bills in that game, just for the record.
Yeah, me too. I think they remain undefeated. I'm going to go the Titans as well. Let's go 30-22. However, this is a divisional matchup. It could be close.
Yeah, that's why I think
divisional matchups always have a special little element sprinkled on it. So
right.
Yeah. So regardless, I got Tennessee at home, 27-21.
Okay. Next game is the Bengals at the Colts. What's your prediction here?
That one, I mean, the Bengals, I thought they would be playing much better, especially with Joe Burrow, even though he is a rookie. But I'm going to have to go with the Bengals on this one.
Really?
I am. I really am. I mean, at some point, they got to get a win.
Yeah, that's true.
The losing streak, I mean, I'm going to be honest, too. I don't want to get off topic necessarily, but I feel like the AFC North has been pretty competitive this year.
Definitely. It's pretty much almost a three-way tie in first place between us, the Ravens, and the Browns, surprisingly.
Very surprisingly. I think the Bengals, man, I think they need a win here.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest with you, I think the Bengals could be decent in the next few years because Joe Burrow is playing his butt off right now, even though he has no help whatsoever. The Colts are coming off a loss to a fellow AFC North team in the Browns. So the Bengals could get this one as well, but this is at home for the Colts, so I'm going to go with the Colts. 26-17.
I'm going to go with Indianapolis here at home. Cincinnati, I do think, could be a good team down the road, but they're just not looking too good right now. So I got the Colts winning here, 34-14.
Got you. Now we have, I want to say two awful teams. The Falcons are definitely horrible. The Vikings aren't living up to potential. Dalvin Cook is out, by the way. So we have the Falcons at the Vikings. What's your prediction here?
I'm just going to have to, by default, go with the Minnesota Vikings on this week, man.
That's my thing.
Atlanta's not good at all.
They're really not. I don't know what they do with their coaching thing. I think they just fired Dan Quinn. Good for them.
Yeah, they did.
That could be a new sense of relief or life for the Falcons. The Vikings actually stayed close with the Seahawks last week on the road, so I'm going to go Minnesota this week. 34-29. I think this is a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I got Minnesota. I mean, Atlanta's just not looking too good. I mean, props to them firing their head coach and general manager, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold up well against Minnesota. I do think it'll be close.
I almost want to think that they're actually tanking this season, but
what are
they going to do with Ryan?
Well, I was just about to say I think we're going to see a totally different Falcons team a year from now. I don't think Matt Ryan's going to be with the team no more. I think they go after a quarterback. There were rumors they were going to go quarterback this year in the draft. They didn't. So now that was that was what their previous GM who they just fired. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do with their interim or new GM in the future, but
it's funny because their former GM that got fired was actually his first selection as general manager was Matt Ryan. So it should be interesting to see what Atlanta does with Matt Ryan down the future, but that's like later into the season.
Right.
I got Minnesota here, 28-24.
Okay. Now, this game was supposed to be played last week, but the day of the game, I believe, which was Sunday, they just outright just gave these guys their bye, even though they practiced all week. The Broncos and the Patriots. What's your prediction here?
Well, first of all, you just said it best with them having that week off. This should be an interesting game, in my opinion, just because of that extra week to prepare.
Yeah.
Of course, I think New England's going to have the edge in this one. Is Cam back yet, or?
I believe he did return to practice.
Well, in that case, I think the Patriots should end up winning this one.
Okay. Not only did Cam return to practice for the Patriots, but Drew Lock returned to practice for the Broncos. Now, whether he plays or not I'm not sure. If that's the case, this game is definitely going to be a little more competitive than what was looked at from last week. But I'm still going to go New England, 18-15. I think this is kind of a defensive bout.
Yeah, I think regardless, New England's going to win here. Let's say 26-13.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus you got to remember, Locke, he's coming back from injury, whereas Cam's coming back from just an illness that probably didn't affect him as much as it affects other people.
Right, because
non-athletic people.
Yeah, because he returned relatively quick, honestly.
Yeah.
Next game, we have the Washington football team. I can't believe that still exists. At the New York Giants. This is an NFC East matchup between two of the teams on the bottom of the list of that division. What's your prediction here?
Well, I mean, both of these teams are not good. Let's be clear.
No, they're not.
So this could go literally either way. But I'm just going to go inside with Washington. I don't know if that's a surprise to you two, but I'm going with Washington in this one.
This is honestly a coin flip because the Giants have 0 victories. They are winless.
Yeah.
I believe the football team has 1 victory, which was actually week 1 against the Eagles. So, I mean, I have no clue.
And that's honestly why I picked Washington, just because they have that 1 win.
Right. Now, I don't know who's going to be the starter. I don't know if it's still going to be, what's his name?
Kyle Allen.
Yeah, Kyle Allen. I would not start Alex Smith ever, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Shot in the dark. I'm going, screw it, Giants. 27-18.
Excuse me. Yeah, I got the Giants. 24-21. I don't really care. Those both teams suck.
Pretty much. I believe this is a blowout waiting to happen. We have the Ravens at the Eagles. I don't think I have to ask you this question, but what shall be your prediction?
I'm going with I'm going with Baltimore. I'm going with Baltimore. I mean, come on. Philadelphia is just, granted, they did give us a challenge last week, but I do believe that's the Steelers playing down to the competition. And Baltimore, as much as I don't want to say it, they're playing good football.
Ever since losing to the Chiefs, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
that was the Chiefs too, so you got to, keep that in mind.
True.
And they play good football against a football team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go Baltimore, 36-20.
Yeah, regardless, Baltimore. Philly's not looking too great. Baltimore, despite, how you think of them, they're still a talented-ass football team. I got Baltimore here, 38-13.
Got you. All right, now we have the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just Blaze, you are obviously a Steelers content creator, a Steelers fan, lifelong Steelers fan. What shall be your prediction here? This should be interesting.
Well, I'm going with Pittsburgh, not because of bias reasons. I just think that we have the better team, obviously. But that said, I do believe the Cleveland Browns will shake things up for us this week in comparison to other weeks. Specifically defense. I'm actually a little nervous about the defense against this offensive line and Ben Roethlisberger. But we do have Claypool, so I'm looking forward to this game more than I originally thought I was going to before the season started.
Right.
But yes, I am going to pick Pittsburgh, but I want to let you guys know it's not because of bias reasons. I do think we have an edge over them.
Yeah. I'm not going to underestimate the Browns this week. They are 4-1. This is honestly our best test. This is the first team we're facing with a positive record this year, believe it or not. And this is a side note. Keep this in mind. The Browns have not won in Pittsburgh since how long?
2003, something like that.
Yeah,
really?
It's been a while.
Yeah. So plus we got Ben back. So, yeah, I'm going to go Pittsburgh here, but I think it is close. 29-23.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely going to be a close game. Usually when it comes to Pittsburgh, it's never a blowout when it should be, knowing the talent that we possess.
And we're not saying this should be a blowout victory.
No, but compared to Cleveland's talent, I mean, I'm just saying, but this one's definitely going to be close, but I think Pittsburgh will pull it off 29-26.
Okay. Now we have the Bears at the Panthers. What's your prediction here?
This is another one that's tough for me to call, to be honest with you. Chicago's not bad at any means, in my opinion. Carolina, you know what's going on with them. With their coach situation, hopefully he can recover from that.
Mm-hmm.
That is honestly a interesting topic. But I'm gonna be honest, this is actually harder than the Washington New York pick for me.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm gonna go ahead and side with Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. This is definitely another coin toss. I'll just go with Carolina. I think they're coming off a victory, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Carolina 22-18. By the way, I think they might be getting Christian McCaffrey back, I believe. So if that's the case, that's definitely a huge weapon for Bridgewater. Plus, Robbie Anderson's playing out of his mind right now.
I mean, so is McCaffrey's, backup Mike Davis.
Yeah.
He's playing very good.
Yeah, their running back position's pretty good.
It is. I'm gonna go Chicago.
Why?
Just cause. Well, they pulled off some people say an upset win against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which everyone thinks is a Super Bowl caliber team. When I don't think they're all there yet. So I mean, Chicago is not. I don't know how the hell they're 4-1. I really don't. And I don't
That's
think
why I said they're kind of good, but it is bizarre.
Yeah.
it is, but I don't know. I for some reason I see Chicago winning here, so I'm gonna go Chicago 20-14.
Okay.
That's just me.
It's definitely going to be one of those interesting matchups, though. Could go either way. Now we have the Lions at the Jaguars. I believe both these teams are on losing streaks. Well, I know the Jags are. They've lost 4 straight. I forget the Lions, but nonetheless, who you got?
No hesitation here for me, man. Detroit. End of story.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm going Detroit 24-17.
Yeah, the Detroit.
The Jags are on a 4-game losing streak. I mean, everyone keeps talking about Minshew and all this, but let's be real. They're not going with Minshew long term.
No, they're not. They're definitely going to be tanking for a quarterback, whether that's Lawrence or Fields or Lance or whoever they want as their new franchise quarterback. But Detroit's going to win here, 31-19.
Okay. Now, this is a no-brainer. We have the New York Jets, who just released Le'Veon Bell, at the Miami Dolphins, who just beat the shit out of the Niners last week, I believe. 42 points with Ryan Fitzpatrick starting. Who you got?
Definitely going with Miami here, especially with them getting rid of Le'Veon Bell, even though Le'Veon Bell hasn't done he's done nothing this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going with Miami off of, default, and also the Jets. They're just horrible overall. I think that organization is disturbing, to say the least. And I think that fan base deserves a lot more.
Definitely. I think disturbing is the kindest word you can speak on them about.
Yeah, you trade for a guy like Le'Veon Bell, and a year later, you don't even trade him, you release him. That's why I was very shocked when that news came out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going
now this guy's going to go to the Chiefs, which is not going to help the league in any means.
No.
So the New York Jets are just, not only did they screw themselves, but now, yeah.
He screwed the
So
entire.
there's my little rant.
Yeah, he screwed the entire AFC. Le'Veon Bell is now with Patrick Mahomes and Clyde Edwards-Helaire in that backfield. They just gained another elite weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Miami wins this 42-10.
Yeah. Miami, the Jets suck, 35-6.
Yeah.
Especially with Joe Flacco starting. Yeah.
Right, Sam Darnold's out again, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Jets.
All right, now we have an interesting match. We have Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. What's your prediction, man?
This will probably be the first one that's pretty on the shocking level. I'm going with Green Bay, man.
That's not shocking whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm going. You can't pick Tom Brady, who's at this age, with a different team over Aaron Rodgers.
who is playing out of his mind right now. He's neck and neck
Out
with
of his
Wilson.
mind, bro.
And he has no freaking weapons. Devontae
Which
Adams.
is bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, Adams has been out for a few weeks, so I think they are getting him back. 33-28, I'm going Green Bay.
Yeah, I got Green Bay here. I mean, usually when Brady suffers a loss, he usually has a bounce-back win, but that's when he was with New England. And in Tampa Bay, it could be completely different, even at home. Regardless, I'm going Green Bay, 34-30.
Got you. Now, Sunday night, we have the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. This is an NFC West matchup. I don't know what San Francisco's quarterback position is going to look like, but what's your prediction?
Well, like you just said, we don't know what the quarterback position is going to look like, and they've suffered a lot of injuries this year. So just because of that, I'm going to go with the Rams.
And actually, well, in my opinion, surprising because I didn't see nothing from the Rams this year. The Rams are looking real solid.
They are.
Yeah.
I think they're second behind the Seahawks in their division, so I'm going Los Angeles. 31-16.
Yeah, I got Los Angeles here. I mean, I feel like if San Fran was at full health, I'd go with them, and they'd be looking a lot better than what their record shows. But
Yeah.
Los Angeles is just on a hot streak right now. They're looking very good, and I think they're going to get the win here, 29-22.
Okay. Now that's it for the Sunday games. Now we have a doublehead Monday Football once again. We have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Buffalo Bills. What's your prediction here? Both teams are coming off a loss, by the way.
Yeah, and both teams were in the running for Le'Veon Bell's services. And I said this on Twitter this morning. I'd love to see Le'Veon Bell with Buffalo more than Kansas City for obvious reasons.
Right.
But I think him with Josh Allen would be very interesting. But that said, I'm going to have to go with Kansas City. I do like Buffalo this year. I just feel like they've, missed a few marks. Maybe next season they get a few additions to that team that's going to push them over that hump. But, I mean, it's Kansas City, man. That's a high-powered offense. Can't really bet against them.
No, not at all. Now, I believe the Bills will be getting Davis White back. That will definitely help their defense against the obviously elite passing game.
And Kansas City did just lose to the Raiders, which was shocking to me.
Yeah. So, but nonetheless, I'm going to go with the Chiefs still. 32-26. I think this is definitely close.
Yeah, I got Kansas City here. I mean, both teams are great. Both teams are definitely playoff caliber, in my honest opinion. But the Chiefs are, in my opinion, a better football team. And I think they're going to get a win here on the road, 33-23.
Okay. Now
I'm definitely going to tune in for that, too.
Definitely. Now, Monday Night Football, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys, who will be having Andy Dalton start since Dak Prescott suffered such a horrible and frightening and sad injury last week against the Giants. So what's your prediction here?
I think losing Dak's going to hurt that team pretty badly, in my opinion. I'm just not a big, firm believer in the former Bengal. So I'm going to have to go Arizona, man.
Yeah, I'd go Arizona as well. I think Andy Dalton with those weapons will do pretty decent, but Dak was on a roll this year. He still leads the league in passing yards coming into this very week by like a full game passing yards mile. So I'm gonna go Arizona though, 35-23.
Yeah, I got Arizona. I mean, I think Andy Dalton will do pretty good with the weapons. I mean, how can he not succeed with them type of weapons? I don't know how any quarterback can't succeed with those weapons, but, despite how you think of Dak, his presence and play style will be missed because that's what they're so used to, and they may have to adjust to Andy Dalton's play style, which we're going to have to wait till Monday, see how they play. So
what happens if Andy Dalton comes out here? He plays absolutely amazing. What do the Cowboys do with Dak this offseason?
I'd imagine they'd let him go.
Because, they didn't want to sign the guy for whatever reason.
Although I could be wrong, but I think they did offer him something, but Dak turned it down because he wanted more. I could be wrong, though, but Dak is on the franchise
I think
tag.
you're right about that, but I think in regards to the money he was looking for wasn't there.
Right. So I'm not exactly sure what they do in the offseason. I'd imagine if Andy Dalton plays his ass off, we're looking at Prescott on a new team. However, I do think Jerry Jones should take care of Dak Prescott in some way.
Yeah, but I got Arizona here. Let's say 35-23.
Okay.
Arizona.
So, anyway, guys, that is our Week 6 predictions with Just Blaze 412. I want to give a huge thank you for his time and his predictions, man. Glad to have you back on the channel.
Yeah, man. As always, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I guess this is a, I guess we can call it even because you had us on your live stream for the Eagles game. So now we could have you on for the prediction. So I guess you can call it even there. But you're more welcome to join us with the piece, of course. And Bob, you can sign us out.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later.
Peace!
Peace.